Hey guys, this is the general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or Venus. If you have significant Sagittarius in your chart, if you're a cross watcher, or if this video just resonates with you. Also, for more of a complete picture, or if this doesn't resonate with you, check out my other videos of your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any significant placements in your chart, or any video of mine that resonates with you. Of any that's already out or is coming and all that. Energy can switch up. This could be this month. It could have already happened. It could be next month. I could read it as love. It could be career. I could read this as you, but it's someone else. So just apply it to your life as necessary. Don't apply it if it doesn't. Some, none, or all of this may apply. Thank you so much for those of you who have been subscribing. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. I put out different types of videos. Thank you for those who have contributed by all of those means, also by services and donations, because any of that money that comes to me, I put towards learning other things of my own healing journey and things that help me to give back to others. As of right now, the money is going towards a little bit of to get my master's, Master Reiki, but mostly what I'm putting it towards is to learn plant spirit medicine, which starts this summer of 2019. And it's a little expensive, but it's an amazing thing that has helped me a lot on my journey. And to learn it would help me heal even more, just because I have to learn, it has to heal me to learn how to do it. But also to be able to give back to others even through it, doing it distant like this. So that's what it's going towards, just so you guys know. So thank you for everybody who has helped with that, inquired about it, anything, whether it's liking my channel, spreading the videos by liking or commenting, people who have inquired about donations and tips and services. All the information is in the description box below. Please read all of it. Don't just get to my email and then email me. Of course, if you need help, I will help you. But please read all of it. The disclaimer, my services, the prices, just all of that. Just read it. Was that everything that I need to say? I guess if I think of anything else. Oh, so I do have specials that I've extended until January because I wasn't able to put out as many videos as I wanted to due to the heavy energies in November and December. So the two specials are, there is one that if you get a live reading at the normal price, you get a live reading. And you have to buy it within January. You can use it whenever you want to, but you have to buy it within January. You get a free 25 to 30 minute distant or in person if you're in Jacksonville, Florida, Holy Fire Reiki session, Archangel therapy session, or Access Consciousness Bar session, which kind of like declutters your brain, removes stagnant energies, old ways of thinking, patterns, and all of that. That's a $44 value that you get free with it. I also light a candle of intention that really helps me zone in on the energy and set the intention that all energies be moved, or to help move and remove blocks that are stagnant or impeding on you elevating to your highest good. So the energy will allow whatever has to happen for your highest good, and it helps me zone in on the energy while I'm doing the session. Or you can get $10 off, 10% off a service. You cannot combine those offers. So it's either 10% off a service. Usually it's if you get two, but for the holidays or whatever, I've put it as 10% off one service, or the one I just mentioned. Okay, so that's that. So Sagittarius, this is obviously a continuation of the energy that I've been picking up on from you guys for a few months now. And I'll just get started. You're kind of really sitting in your central position as the Two of Swords. So you're really trying to think about what to do. Really trying to use your intuition. You're probably even like have pulled yourself back and distanced yourself emotionally and energy wise, whether you realize that's what you've been doing or not, to be able to figure out what to do. And it's the same thing you've been thinking about, you know, for months now, or at least from what I've been picking up now for months. You know, you're kind of guarding yourself off and really trying to figure out something to do. Make a decision. I really get, for this, I really get decision. And also pulling yourself back to make that decision. What's crossing you is the Four of Wands. So, you know, home life, stability, family. I really get with it life as you knew it, and what you really wanted from it, what you really hoped it would be, the dream that you were sold, whether it was you who did it or somebody else. I mean, just everything. The stability, the celebration, the dream, the fun times, the family. Especially the stability. So I think there's a lot with like root chakra here too. Whether it's just emotional, I also get financial stability and family. And just, is it really time to give up on this dream, on this possibility? Will this ever be? If it was once, will it ever be again? Was it real? And needing to pull yourself even away from it to really see and make a decision. Sorry if you guys hear the of my desk. I am gonna get a new desk, but you want to make a decision to be happy. Because you're not right now. With where it's either you coming up as the King of Wands reversed, or you're with somebody who's coming up with the qualities of the King of Wands reversed. So it could be husband or boyfriend or whatever, but somebody who's just in the more shadowy aspect of the King of Wands. Somebody who's passionate, could be a player, just could be really into themselves, not driven or overly driven in not a good way. That they're just focused on ego and pride and attention and not on you. Not seeing you as the Empress that you are, and not seeing the connection either the same way you do or that you guys have. They're pulled away from it. They're distant from you too. Even though they're possibly physically present, some may be, some may not be, their energy and their attention is not with you. They could be juggling a lot of people. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Or juggling like other things. Maybe they work a lot. Like I do get for a good number of people that this person works a lot. I mean, I've been getting for a while, for months, like being in a situation where like just, you know, both people aren't happy. They aren't present. But either way, let's go on. You know who that is and you know what that is. In your foundation or your distant past, you have the 10 of Wands. So really you're carrying a burden here and you're tired of it. A lot of it has to do with this other character or situation or whatever that you're with or around. You might even have to carry a lot of the load or feel like you are, and you either don't want to be, there's not an even give and take, or a lot of the things that would normally make that okay aren't even there. There's no appreciation for it. There's no attention for it. They're just all focusing on what they're wanting to do, and you feel like you're having to do everything and not even getting what you want out of it. And it's like, why am I here? And really, honestly, when you go back to that, the two reasons why you're still there is this dream that you were sold or told yourself, and there is a fear component here. There is a root chakra fear component of a lack mentality, whether it's in finding somebody else who can possibly match this dream that ended up not really being real, or so it didn't. It's like you were sold another dream or another reality and are now possibly being asked to settle for what they're really offering, or this is what you're doing yourself. And either you feel like you won't find that again, or, you know, maybe for the kids, or money. Like, I get a lot about money too. There's a lot of money stuff here. The energy on the bottom of the deck is you have the World card. I mean, it's time to end a cycle, whether it's just a pattern that's going on here or truly ending the situation. And behind that, you have the Tower card, the Chariot, the Emperor reversed, the Star reversed, the Three of Pentacles. So I'll just read to you instead of the cards, but basically ending a cycle, creating that, just it coming apart, moving on, moving forward from basically this King of Wands character, I think, is coming up as the Emperor reverse too. I think they're the same. And so it could be Aries or Aries, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, but that doesn't matter. But they're working together is not really on the path anymore. It's about going towards something that makes you more who you are, and it feels more of an even give and take. This relationship isn't that kind of soulmate vibe anymore. It's not that we're on the same page and I see you type thing, you know. It's more about one-upmanship and having the last word and defeating, and honestly, like, instead of enjoying seeing your partner happy or wanting to get better or be at peace, it's almost like this situation comes across like they would rather see you like this. It's just not a great energy. It's, you know, somebody's putting in a lot of the work and the other person is not. They're worrying about themselves and kind of immature. I mean, you have, you know, Queen of Wands upright, being, you know, defensive, having to defend this, or being defensive, or the other person is, to the King of Wands reverse. Like, the male suitors in the male court cards keep coming up as reversed. And it's, you know, it's going to be heartbreak, but then you got the Strength card. Like, you're going to have to persevere through this and have, like, self-love and, you know, find emotional balance within yourself, go on a new journey, break out of the system and the ways. But in your recent past, you have the Hangman reversed, you have the Four of Cups reversed, and you have the Four of Swords. So I think you really went through a period of trying to figure out what you want to do. Or you didn't and you needed to where you should have put yourself in a position to be able to see things differently. And pull your energy back and meditate and think about it. If you didn't, you need to. If you did, then you have come out of that realizing something, and you're now ready to take, I think, a new offer, but I think it's a different path. One toward that, whatever path will bring you peace of mind and healing and not heartache or heartbreak or loneliness. Maybe even now looking at yourself and doing what's best for you. Regardless what you're being told or what it looks like or what you wanted out of this. Just realizing that, you know, you can't do it anymore. Like, you can't sacrifice it anymore. You can't lie to yourself anymore. You can't not see anymore. And what's in your thoughts is the Knight of Cups reversed. So no offer of love, or you could be just thinking too much about what this person's doing. Tell me about the Knight of Cups reversed. That they're not offering healthy loves, that they're just... I think it's more you've made a decision. This person could be emotionally detached or kind of like a player essence, like, you know, whatever. But that could also be you, where you are now, like, no. Like, no thinking about love, no whatever, at least not with this situation or person. No emotional investment going forward. You've made the decision. Or you could just be thinking about this person who is kind of showing the negative sides of this, and they're not showing you love or any type of attention, or they're just not being very loving. They're kind of cold and detached. I think it definitely could be both, but I think for the most part, I think it's you making a decision. Let me a little bit more about the Knight of Cups. Because there's just too much conflict and also possibly competition that it's time for things to change. And you know that. In your likely future, you have the Magician card and you have the Fool. So you're going to manifest a new beginning. I get alone, but it could be in fixing this, but I don't really get that. I mean, I want to go like as nice and smooth into this as I normally do, but I feel like it's so kind of cut and dry that I don't, and I mean, I think you just might be like just seeing things really as they are now. I think you're really going to have to possibly deal with a lot with this person or situation to remove yourself from it, especially financially. I think not only within yourself, but what might be being held over your head, or a fear of yours at the very least, and they know it. And so I don't know if you're planning a way around that or how you would plan your way around that, but I almost get this vibe that's like, I don't even care. Like, I don't even care. This is an exaggeration, but I would rather be alone in a box on the side of the street than stay anymore in this situation, even if I have to have my kids there with me, because they'll see me rise up and they'll see me choose me, and that's the best decision I could ever make. I don't know if this person is purposely trying to hold you down, or if you're gripping with claws into it, if you both are, or if you're almost being, in a way, manipulated to stay into it like you need it or something. Because even though it's like you know what you need to do and what you want to do, you still feel stuck. Like you're just getting more and more stuck. And I think this person's energy and what they're either saying or doing, and it could be something that they're doing that they're not even like, it's your processing of what they're doing that's messing you up, or they're legit full on trying to make you doubt yourself so that you don't go, or just make you suffer or whatever. I don't know. I mean, that's, everybody's different. Everyone's situation is going to be different, but I feel like not only is it this person, but this is a devil within situation that you're going to have to face. Like, and I think I've kind of hit on this in other videos, but I mean, this person, although is the obvious, more societally obvious, something is up with this energy, it is matching yours as well. And you're going to have to see that through this, but at the same time, I really get a lot of your fears and your conditioning and your worries you're going to have to address in moving out of or away from or fixing this situation. You're going to have to face this person and also face the anxiety and the fear and the loss and the change of it to the new journey and finding your victory in who you are. You're going to have to find your strength. I mean, you might even end up matching this person's energy and just had the balls to do what they didn't. Or they did, and you're now going through this process of letting go in order to be on the same page as them. Let's move forward and see how that wraps up more. How you see yourself is the Three of Wands reversed. So you're not waiting anymore. You don't want to wait anymore. So you're not waiting anymore. Are you waiting on money? So why are they waiting? Why are they waiting? I don't know if you're waiting on a new possibility to present itself. A new path, or I don't know if you're waiting on things for your kids. You could be waiting on money, but You're waiting on a new opportunity or path of whatever way that comes up to you, like to present itself, that's like hot, and then you can move. The clarity, the opportunity. You're waiting for it to all align. Something to align. Whether it's something you've set up or whether it's the universe being like, it's coming soon. And because it's a general reading, I can't dig more into that. But of course, with any of this that I can't go further in because it's a general reading, hit me up if you want a personal reading. Again, all the information about my services and everything is in the description box below. So you have decided you're not waiting, but in a way you kind of are still waiting, but you're waiting on that opportunity to present itself. But unfortunately, you're still around this energy. And there was something I was looking at earlier that I think the energy was affecting you guys. So just be kind of aware of that. What's in your environment is you have the Death card reversed, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So I get it's also you not wanting to end the cycle, however, wanting to cut it out at the same time because it's not fulfilling your wishes. Like you're not happy, you want to cut it away, but something about the cycle you're not wanting to end. Tell me about the Death reversed. You feel like there's so many responsibilities and burdens. If this isn't you, because this isn't your environment, so it could be the other person, and that's mostly the energy I am picking up on, but I'm giving the benefit of the doubt that it could be, you know, you, and that's just in your environment. But the person in your environment or the situation could also feel like they don't want to end the cycle, but they're not happy. They could be overindulging in a lot of things, which I think they are. They've got a lot of other cards to support that. But they are being very like decisive and a little bit distant and more logical, not emotional, but logical. And they don't really want to end the cycle, I think mostly because of responsibilities and burdens and having carried this for so long, like just everything they've built up, they don't want to let go of what they've built up and what they've manifested. There could be a little bit of it as manipulation, but mostly I'm just going to focus on the fact that, you know, this person doesn't see, like they're overburdening themselves, they're overworking, they've just got a lot of responsibility and a lot of burdens that they just keep trying to like move forward with, that they feel like they can't let them go. I think they're just trying to find like they're going to keep carrying it and they're going to keep doing it, and hopefully the next thing that they manifest or that they're working on is what's going to make them happy or give them relief. They have curiosity, follow the white rabbit. Curiosity meets opportunity. And craving, compulsion, obsession. So, again, I think that with the curiosity meets opportunity, I think this person is aligned with new ways of opportunity, but unfortunately, they're not picking up on or working on or embracing the opportunities and the chances that you keep giving them. And I know that's one thing, like I read somewhere, that really can anger a Sagittarius is destroying the second and third and whatever chances that they're giving you. But either way, all the opportunities you're giving them, they're not so much really putting into that or valuing that or trying to fix with that. They see their happiness and their everything's right in this world as not you. That doesn't mean it's not really you. It just means that's their perception. They probably have this type of mentality where the grass is greener on the other side. Like, it will never be whatever they have. It will always be something else. They'll always be looking for something else because they don't have it within them, which could be also resonating with you. So just like I said, frequencies match. So really look at that. And that's why if you are doing this work too, where you realize that, it's really hard to do that around somebody with this energy, just to let you know. But this person, I think, is really working and trying, and they're probably putting in a lot of effort. But unfortunately, whether it's rightfully so or the way you feel, they're not putting the effort into what you want them to. They're putting it into things that either aren't what you want, whether it's you being given attention or being home enough, or your relationship, or just whatever you deem as whatever, like what you think they should be putting it on. And it's probably a mixture. It's probably a mixture of, you know, you need to figure your own stuff out and they're doing their thing, but it's also, they're really trying to go after their happiness. And that doesn't mean they don't want you to be a part of it. I'm not going to go as far as to say that. Some it might be that, some it may not. But either way, they're searching for their happiness. You are not their happiness, which honestly you shouldn't be. Nobody should ever be anybody's happiness. You should find it within. But what they're not getting is that they're not going within themselves to find it. That's what they're missing. So they keep looking outside, whether it's a job, overworking, drugs, alcohol, people, shopping, whatever it is, they're looking elsewhere. And there's a lot more going underneath the surface. It seems like they're possibly doing a good thing, especially if they are working a lot, but it's really a form of escapism for them. They're just going to stay in this 10 of Wands. There's things that they need to heal. There's things that's under the surface that they're trying not to address or deal with or face. While they're on the surface trying to make everything look like everything's okay. And really they're just running from it, or overworking, or they're just hungry and on this hunt for trying to find what's of value, but what's going to make, there's a void in them that they're trying to fill. And I just get this vibe that they're going about filling it in the wrong way. You have iceberg, which is a lot of emotions under the surface, obstacles, things are greater than they appear. And I mean greater, like this issue is more than it seems. Like you have the iceberg and the devil and then octopus underneath that. Like it's bigger and more ingrained than you think, than even they think. And then you have poison next to that. It's just gonna kind of blow up on them. So, I don't know. How your environment sees you is the Ten of Cups reversed. I'll just name them and then hold them up. Ten of Cups reversed, the Wheel of Fortune, the Nine of Wands reversed, and the Two of Wands. So they see you as that either you're not their happiness and they want to create change and stop fighting and move forward, and or you also are like, this is over, this is no longer the situation of the Ten of Cups, this needs to change, this cycle is over, and letting go of the fight and moving forward. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, like letting go of the toxic cycle and learning the lesson. The lesson that you just keep staying in it and fighting and being wounded and walking away from this union, whatever it is, situation, relationship, whatever, and finding your happiness and your path, letting the cycle go and looking within yourself. What's in your hopes and fears is you have the Page of Pentacles reversed and Temperance reversed. So you fear it's going to stay the way it has, and it's going to stay out of balance. You want a new path, and you want balance. You want to feel right again. I mean, that's your card, Temperance. You want this new path to come forward that gets you out of it. That's what I was saying. Like, you see yourself as the Three of Wands. Like, you're not waiting. You don't want to do it anymore. But yeah, you are waiting. And what you're waiting on is this new path to be presented. Like this Page of Pentacles. But you're waiting for it. And you fear it's not going to come and that you're going to stay out of balance. Which, I don't know. I don't know why you're not. I mean, I hope you're manifesting that on your own and not just waiting for it to come to you conveniently. In your likely outcome, you have Judgment reversed and the Page of Cups reversed. Like, no new beginning, no new offer, no. Tell me about Judgment reversed. I don't know if you just like slowly slide out because you think it's easier that way. Like, this person might not let you go that easily. Tell me about Judgment reversed. Like, I think you might just like slide out or like just not say anything. You don't want to fight. You don't want to say anything. You saw where that got you every other time you did it. Nowhere good. They always hold things over your head or threaten you that, or in some ways like threaten you kind of that, like, you don't have enough, you can't do it, what are you going to do? You know, and it kind of pulls you back in. Like, every time you say something, it pulls you back in. And then this person puts fears on you and it just derails everything. And it stops the whole cycle from ending. And you're like, that never goes anywhere good. So this time it's kind of like you're quiet, you're sitting back, kind of like with one reading I had too, where you're sitting back collecting, waiting for something to come to you, an opportunity to help you out, and also collecting information. But you're waiting for that opportunity to come and you're not going to say anything. Like, you're just not going to say anything. Because you saw where that got you every other time you did it. No, we're good. You had to, like, defend yourself and fight, and they confused you and held things over you and just like, your energy, like your cards, like how I pulled for this person, is shine bright like a candle. You will make it through this. And her last day in the night, unexpected endings, surprise changes, sudden shifts. You have man holding a coin and deceit, and he also has coins. So I don't know if, like, I think it's this person who's being deceitful. I think you're also deceiving yourself, thinking that you're not going to be able to do it yourself. Or that you're trying to wait and get money, but you're deceiving yourself waiting. It's just, you're scared. Like, you are going to have to tap into parts of yourself you just don't want to tap into. And you're like, I'm just going to wait for this. I'm just going to wait for this. I'm just waiting for that right moment. So on one hand, you could strategize, and that's, you know, all fine and dandy, but just make sure you're not deceiving yourself here, because there's a little bit about you deceiving yourself going on. And the fact that you'll always stay stuck. Because the energy will never allow a manifestation energy when it's in this type of energy, in this environment. So you either, it'll take a long time, be really hard, or it won't, because this is not really a manifesting energy. And if it is, it's just not great stuff that it manifests. You might literally have to, like, take a chance, and chance losing everything and chance falling on your face. And I know if you're like, well, if I have kids involved, but I'm not sure how long have a lot of you been in this cycle where you've either been waiting, or you've been trying to figure it out, or it's going to just keep getting worse and worse. And then you might actually get in a situation where the universe helps you out, but how bad is your situation going to be then? Whether financially, health-wise, energy-wise, how much damage is going to be done to either you or your kids or the situation or whatever. Like, just make sure that you're not deceiving yourself is what I'm saying. Because it's really hard to get into a manifesting energy you're trying to do while you're sitting in this energy, and to be deceiving yourself. What are the thoughts on waiting for this opportunity to present? Nine of Cups. Also, if you're waiting for a new partner to come, somebody that could financially get you out of it, or a new love, I wouldn't recommend that. I don't think that's going to be good for you. You need to heal. You're going to find this same energy in somebody else, and then your kids won't even be with their mother or father. But if you have kids, if you're not, ignore that. Or if you don't, ignore that. But please don't wait for another person as an opportunity to get you out of this. This is a very codependent energy, and that's... Tell me a little bit more about this Knight of Cups. You need to find it within yourself. I mean, I guess it's not, I don't know. Depends on the person. This is very circumstantial, but maybe it'd be better to go to this, to get away from that person, to be in a better energy, to then be able to manifest and then get out of that. If it doesn't work, some of you might be thinking of that. That might be why I just picked that up. Let me get with somebody who's not so toxic, so then I can manifest while I'm there. And then if I'm not happy, then I can manifest my stuff and leave. That's probably actually a lot of you what's going on. I'm not going to hate on it. I don't know. I would do it differently, but I'm not in this boat. I was, but not fully. I just left and manifested it myself because I didn't want to have to depend on somebody else. But I'm not going to hate on it, you know what I mean? Because if it's your only other option and it's the only thing you could come up with and it gets you in a better energy, you know, I'll of course be careful with that too, because are they really better energy? Because if you're not healed, you're going to attract the same type of energy, and chances are, I don't know, it just usually doesn't get better, it gets worse. So, I don't know, but I get it. I think that's what a lot of you are thinking. I think that's the opportunity you're waiting on. I don't know. Let's get off that. But you're trying to either way do something different, and you're trying to get away from it. I feel like you feel like you can't get away from this situation or this energy. And you're trying to learn and figure out how. You really want to let go of it and do something different. But I wanted to ask more of like why, what was the situation. And you have the Magician, the Hierophant. I'm not holding these up for the sake of time. The Magician, the Hierophant, the Star. This like tells the story. 3 of Wands, 7 of Swords, Knight of Wands. It's like you tried. Like you tried to make this work. I guess I will just for the sake of showing you, but does it show the right way? Don't read it this way, going this way. But, you know, so here's you trying to manifest this commitment, everybody being singing Kumbaya on the same page, and everything being good and on the right path. Which is ironic, because here's you trying to manifest this commitment, keep it together, and in your likely future, it's you manifesting singledom. Is that the right word? Singledom? I don't know. Being single. But it could be a new cycle with this person. I don't really get that, or situation. But it ended up being, again, you have the 3 of Wands. Here's you still waiting, trying to manifest something, but I don't think it's really coming, because now you're strategizing, and you have the 7 of Swords, and you're trying to leave, and it's going to be rough, I feel like. You have Stalked and Invaded as one of your cards. Pray. This person, this Knight of Wands, they've been through a lot. You know, she's like, whew. Like, you're really going to have to defend yourself. Probably from multiple people. Especially this person or situation. You're really going to have to learn who you are and really stand up for yourself and fight for yourself. And, like, she's looking back, like, at these 2 of Swords as she's leaving, which is where you're sitting right now. So I feel like you will end up choosing to do something different than what you're doing right now, because she's looking at it like, I'm not doing that anymore, and she's leaving, taking her 5 swords, so that she either feels defeated or she doesn't want to feel defeated. Like, she's just like, nope. I see where this is going to go. I need to go. And hopefully you choose to take this. Even if it's rough, I hope you choose to do what's best for you and what you need to do. When I ask for cards of advice, you have 2 of Cups, 7 of Cups, Ace of Cups. This one's illusions. So seeing the reality of this situation, and that you need to go off alone. And you also need to focus on yourself. When I asked one more of actual action, you have the 2 of Swords again. You have Judgment again, which is advanced. And then you have the Magician, Impulsive Life again. So it's making a decision that puts you, you know, at peace, but making a decision to manifest and going within, like finding that fire and that focus within yourself, connecting above and doing it. And when I asked for a little more clarification on that, it was Prince of Swords and the 6 of Swords. Again, you have the 6 of Swords, as your main card that I pulled for the soul lesson. And it's Ascension, which in this Ascension, I always get like rising out of like the community, the world, the structure, the limiting, like the Hierophant card, as you know it. And you getting the idea to break out of it. Like, guys, because if you look, like, it's almost like here's the community. Like, structure, tradition, and they're rising out of it. And the Six of Swords, which is funny because the card that came up for, like, your soul lesson part is the Six of Swords. And that I feel like this situation, because what's under it is the Four of Stones, and I'm not going to read this card, but this that is being held on to is blocking your path. You can actually have both. I mean, I wouldn't take that in this meaning of this card right now, but either way, your path that you're wanting to go on, it's blocking you. It's blocking, which is funny because you have the Fool card, and here's the Fool card, this new beginning. And peace and healing for you. Whatever it is you're holding on to, this person, situation, or whatever, it's blocking your new beginning, your new path. And your Fool card, which is in your likely future. So let's read your soul journey card, and then we'll do the animal spirit card, and we'll be done with this video. So you got the Six of Scrolls, which is the Six of Swords. Spiritual consolation is something everyone seeks and desires. It's our means of confirming that we're on the right path and making the right decisions. That's where we're making the right decisions, that we're exactly where we're supposed to be. You can interpret the small scroll the elephant holds in his trunk in many ways. One way is to imagine the fairy is submitting your query for the elephant's counsel and or confirmation. The words written on the scroll might outline an idea you had, a plan you devised, or the proposed solution to a dilemma. You should actually write down the query on a handy piece of paper to make the magic work. Kind of like a manifestation journal or channel writing or something. Spiritual confirmation appears in a variety of ways, and all are consoling. Such confirmation produces peace and tranquility and gives you the willpower to proceed with confidence. Confirming consolation often appears in the form of synchronicity when you least expect it. You will have no doubt when it's a magical response from the other world to motivate you towards destiny. Synchronicity is magic slipping in and out of time to attract attention at critical moments, just like a signpost. Tarot is a spiritual practice that attracts synchronicity and consolation into your life. The Six of Scrolls may point to an obstacle obscuring clear discernment. If that's the case, then this card, invites you to devise a plan for getting around it. In Hindu mythology, the beloved elephant Ganesha, the Lord of Success, removes obstacles to personal destiny such as pride, selfishness, and vanity. He is closely associated with your first chakra, the root chakra. So about like security. So maybe you guys want to meditate or pray to like Ganesh or Ganesha to help remove the obstacle. Because you're really having to make a choice here to get your abundance. Like if you can figure it out and make a change with this, your abundance does come. It does end this cycle, and you realize things, and you get your 10 of Cups back. What is this obstacle? I don't know if I can regret. You have the 8 and 9 of Cups and the Queen of Wands and the 8 of Wands. So you taking action and walking away and finding your happiness, but also walking away from what you once found as happiness and truly seeing this for what it is now. Whether it was never what you thought it was going to be or it once was, it has finished its cycle. It's just going to keep getting worse and worse. You got to let it go. And some of you may be like, no, that's what I'm doing. And I'm waiting on this other path to come in. And I think you're playing tricks with yourself, or you're going to find an energy that is not great for you. And you've got to find the strength within yourself to transform this situation. Even if you have to sacrifice. Like I said, it's really hard to create abundant energies being surrounded by this type of energy, whether it's within you or this person. Let's pull an animal spirit card and see what that says, instead of me keep pulling cards, because I may not need to. But you've got to take action. Like, please don't keep convincing yourself that you're not going to wait around anymore, but you are, because you're waiting for the right opportunity. I mean, obviously be smart about it, but at the same time, if it's something that's destroying you or your family or what's around, then no, you can't wait. But also, like I said, this is not the energy really to be around for manifestation. So, and if you do manifest an opportunity in this type of energy, I don't know if it'll actually be a better opportunity than this. You might find yourself in quite a pickle. Something you're not seeing, and it's asking you to pray to figure it out. You may want to pray, like I said, to Ganesh or Ganesha or something, but there's something you're missing. And I feel like if you're not careful, you're either going to stay stuck in this situation, like you have been probably for a while, or you're going to deceive yourself into an even worse situation. You have Owl, which is deception, and then you have Buffalo, which is prayer and abundance. So I'm not going to read the Buffalo one, which is also about perseverance. They can make it through any condition. Buffaloes can. Well, not any, but really harsh conditions. You may be asked to use your energy in prayer, or help somebody else. To honor another's pathway, even if it brings you sadness. The reconnection of the meaning of life and value of peace. Most assuredly, this time will bring serenity amidst chaos, if you pray in the earnest for enlightenment and the power of calmness, and give praise for the gifts you already have. Because of its desire to give the gifts that its body provided, and because of its willingness to be used on earth for the highest good before entering the hunting grounds for spirit, Buffalo did not readily stampede and run from hunters. So, I mean, you can make it through these situations. Like, buffaloes are made for harsh conditions. You are made for this. You can make it through this. But you have to be willing to fight. You have to be willing to sacrifice sometimes. And you need to connect and pray or connect or whatever. Yeah, like being pray, dream, and meditate. There's something you're really not seeing. So Owl, and I think Prairie Dog is retreat, which is underneath that. Hold on a second. Yeah, so retreat. And then possum. What's possum? Okay. Okay, so possum is diversion, prairie dog is retreat, and then owl is deception. Whatever your plan has possibly been, and I feel this pretty strongly, I can also feel the chills going up me. Either you're not seeing the situation correctly, or you're not devising the best plan, or you think you don't have a plan or an owl, and you do. But you need to align, meditate, pray, any of that. Go within yourself, connect, or go within yourself, whatever. There's deception, either coming against you or you deceiving yourself. And you need to retreat and, I don't know, either create a diversion, maybe you were trying to create a diversion. You're going to have to strategize. And I think you know that. Like I said, I think this is going to be difficult to get away from this person. Which is why I think in your likely future, it's going to be like, and you're just, boop, like, going to be gone. I just really hope you don't go into a, crappier situation. So that's kind of what I really want to help you with, but do what you got to do. But either you need to create a diversion. The possum's greatest form of protection is to play dead. And when they think everything's okay, and they look in another direction or they focus in another direction, you may be planning to run. Oftentimes, if you refuse to struggle or show that hurtful words bother you, your daughter will see no further fun in the game. Warriors have used possum medicine for centuries, playing dead when the enemy nears them and outnumbers them. Maybe relaying to you that you are to expect the unexpected and be clever in achieving your victory. Use your brain, your sense of drama and surprise to leap over some barrier in your progress. Really watch. Yeah, you're really going to have to strategize. That's why I said in your likely outcome, you're going to have to really like just, and just leave without even saying anything. Which I do think some of you are still deceiving yourself. I don't know what other way you are doing it, but you may be deceptive towards yourself. This person may also probably is being deceptive towards you too. But something wasn't being seen properly and you need to retreat, meditate, align, rewrite the script, and you use your brain. Act when you need to, play dead when you need to. I think you're going to plan on leaving when either like at night or when this person goes to work. Like you are just going to disappear. But you have things within you. I'll read Owl just because it seems kind of fun. And then we're done. Owl medicine is symbolically associated with clairvoyance, astral projection, and medicine, both black and white. Owl is called night eagle on several medicine wheels used by Amerindian teachers. Traditionally, owl sits in the east, the place of illumination. Since time immemorial, whatever, humanity has been afraid of the night, the dark and the unseen, waiting fearfully for the first crack of morning light. Conversely, night is owl's friend. Owl hunts its prey at night. Not only can owl see in the dark, it can also accurately pinpoint and identify any sound. It gives it a great advantage when seeking food. Owls are night hunters. Some native people are fearful of owl and call its feathers deceiver feathers. An owl feather is silent. You cannot hear owl when it flies, but its prey definitely knows when it strikes, for its beak and talons are razor sharp. I mean, you could call in, like, during your meditation, you know, owl, possum, or prairie dog, whatever animal spirit you want that can help get you through that. But owl, bats, snakes, dolphins, anything that, you know, can hear or see in the dark or have like echolocation type stuff to have them help you take on their spirit or whatever, their energies, to navigate out of this dark. Just FYI, you could do that. Owl hunts its prey. No, I already said that. Owl is oftentimes the medicine of sorcerers and witches. If owl is your medicine, you will be drawn to magical practices and perhaps explore the dark arts. Don't do nasty things. You should resist any temptation to practice black magic or any art that takes energy away from another person or being. Exactly. If you have owl medicine, these night birds will have a tendency to collect around you, even in the daytime, because they recognize a kinship with you. Is it any wonder that in many cultures, owl is a symbol for wisdom? This is because owl can see that which others cannot, which is the essence of true wisdom. Where others are deceived, owl sees and knows what is there. Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom, had a companion owl on her shoulder, which revealed unseen truth to her. Owl had the ability to light up Athena's blind side, enabling her to speak the whole truth as opposed to only a half-truth. If owl is your personal medicine, no one can deceive you about what they are doing, no matter how they try to disguise or hide it from you. You may be a little frightening to be around, since so many people have ulterior motives which you could see right through. If you are unaware of your personal power, you may take your keen insights and abilities for granted. Others never do. You may frighten them and reflect their blindness, for you cannot be fooled. Owl medicine people know more about an individual's inner life than that person knows about himself or herself. You are being asked to use your powers of keen, silent observation to intuit some life situation. Owl is befriending you and aiding you in seeing the total truth. Owl can bring the messages in the night through dreams or meditation. Pay attention to the signals and omens. The truth always brings further enlightenment. So, you know, good luck with this. If you need help in this situation or advice or for blockages or whatever, let me know. Because, you know, this has been an energy for a while, and I hope you guys really get out of it soon. It's just going to keep just not being good. So pull back, rethink, strategize, and know that you have everything within you that you need. Don't be in a lack mentality. Just know that you will be provided for, and that when you make this decision and you have courage, you may not have what you want, but you will get what you need. And then you can start to tap into the abundant energies and the abundant manifestation and create your new life. But you're not going to be able to do it within these energies. So be careful where you're planning to go. Don't go to somebody else who has the same energy or worse, especially if you do have kids, just because, I don't know, if they do have this energy and it's not their kids. But if it's not, and you know what you're doing, you know, do what you got to do. But be smart about it. I love you guys. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell. Again, I put out different types of videos. Please leave your comments, even though I don't always have time to get to them. I read every single one of them, and I love them. I love reading them and hearing about how they resonate or what's going on with you guys or your guys' thoughts or anything like that. And please like and share and comment and subscribe, and all my information is in the description box below. So I love you guys. I hope you had a great holiday season, and I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.